Hello everybody, hello Houston. My name is Jason Hammond. I am the ACE team manager here at the Children's Museum Houston, and I am here today to give you a story time. And the story time I'm going to read is The Invisible Hunters by Harriet Rohmer, Octavio Chow, and Morris Vidare. And it has illustrations by Joe Sam. This is both in English and Spanish, but I'm only going to be reading the English to you today, all right? And this here is brought to you by the good people at Phillips 66, their Read Strong All Year Long campaign. And if we're ready to go, let's go ahead and get started. Looking forward to this one. This is dedicated to the people of the Atlantic coast of Nicaragua. Late one Sunday afternoon, three brothers left the village of Uvas on the Coca River in Nicaragua. They were going to hunt ware, the wild pig which is so delicious to eat. After walking an hour through the bush, they heard a voice. Dar, 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 said the voice. The brothers stopped. They looked around, but there was nobody there. Then they heard the voice again. Dar, dar, dar. The voice came from a vine that was swinging from a tree in front of them. And there they are hunting ware. The first brother grabbed the vine. Instantly, he disappeared. Then the second brother grabbed the vine, and he disappeared. The third brother cried out in fear, "What have you done with my brothers?" "I have not harmed your brothers," answered the voice. "When they let go of me, you will see them." The first two brothers let go of the vine. Instantly, they became visible again. "Who are you?" demanded the brothers in amazement. "I am the Dar," said the voice. "When you hold me, neither human nor animal can see you." And there's the vine, the Dar. And there they are looking a little bewildered by the fact that they can become invisible. The brothers quickly understood how the Dar could help them. "We could sneak up on the wari and they wouldn't see us. Then we could kill them easily with our sticks." Each of the brothers wanted a piece of the Dar. They grabbed for it, but the vine swung away from them and disappeared. "Before you take my power, you must promise to use it well," said the Dar. "We will promise anything," said the brothers. "First, you must promise never to sell the ware meat. You must give it away. Then, you must promise never to hunt with guns. You must hunt only with sticks." And there's the three brothers down here grabbing for the vine, and the vine telling them all these rules he wants to follow. The brothers had never sold ware meat. They had always given it to the people. They had never hunted with guns. They had always hunted with sticks. They knew no other way. "We promise," they said. So the Dar allowed each one of them to take away a small piece of the magic vine. That day, the brothers had a great success in the hunt. After killing many ware, they hung their pieces of the Dar on the tree and started for home. And there they are with their ware. The people of Uvas welcomed the brothers with much rejoicing. They cleaned the animals and hung them above the fire. Soon, the delicious smell of smoking meat reached every house in the village. When the meat was ready, the brothers cut it in pieces and shared it with everyone. Never had the people of Uvas eaten so well. Later that night, the elders of the village asked the brothers how they had killed so many ware. The brothers told them about their promises to the Dar. "This is truly good fortune," said the elders. "We have heard of this vine. It is very old and powerful. As long as you keep your promises, our village will prosper and our people will honor you." And there's the villagers very, very happy with the three brothers. With the help of the Dar, the brothers became famous hunters. Stories about them spread to all the villages along the Coca River and even beyond. One day, a boat carrying two strangers arrived at Uvas. The strangers greeted the brothers and gave them presents, bright colored cloth and barrels of wine. "We have traveled many days to meet such great hunters," they said. The brothers invited the men to eat with them. After they had eaten, the strangers told the brothers that they were traders. They had come to buy ware meat. "We cannot sell the ware," said the brothers, remembering their promise to the Dar. "This is what our people eat." And here are those two strangers with all their possessions here to trade with. The traders laughed. We never expected that such great hunters would be so foolish. Of course your people have to eat. We only want to buy what they don't eat. The brothers were tempted. Maybe we could sell just a little meat, said the first brother. But the Dar will know, said the second brother. The brothers looked at each other nervously. Then the third brother said, we have seen that the traders are clever men. Their power must be greater than the power of the Dar. The brothers nodded. It would not be wise to displease the traders. So the brothers began to sell the ware. The traders returned many times to the village of Uvas. Each time they brought more money for the hunters. Each time they took away more ware. Soon the brothers were worried that there was not enough ware for the people. And you can see them getting all that stuff and selling the meat. The traders laughed at their worries. It is your own fault for hunting with sticks, they said. But we have always hunted with sticks. That is why you cannot feed your people. You need to kill the ware faster. You need guns. The brothers talked things over. If we bought guns, we could kill more ware, said the first brother. We could sell to the traders and feed the people too. But what will happen to us, said the second brother. The third brother laughed before he answered. We will become clever men like the traders. So the brothers began to hunt with guns. They had completely forgotten their promise to the Dar. And you can see them there hunting. Little by little, their hearts turned away from the people. The more meat they brought home, the more they sold to the traders. They were becoming accustomed to the things that money could buy. The elders of the village spoke sternly to their brothers. You must feed the people. They are hungry. The brothers answered angrily. If they want meat, they can pay us for it like the traders do. And you can see the angry villagers in the back there. And their brothers not doing what they're supposed to be doing. But the people had no money. They began to wait for the hunters outside the village. When the hunters returned, loaded down with ware, the people demanded meat. Clever men do not give away what they can sell, said the hunters to each other. So they gave the people spoiled meat, which they could not sell. The people were angry. Are you no longer our brothers? They shouted. The hunters laughed and went on their way. They even pushed aside the elders who tried to reason with them. And you can see them over there running off, not taking too care of their village. Many months passed. One day, when their brothers returned to the village, the people did not crowd around them as usual. Instead, they backed away. Some covered their eyes and screamed. Others stared in disbelief at the strange procession of dead ware moving slowly through the air. Only the elders understood what had happened. The Dar has made the hunters invisible, they said. It was true. The brothers were invisible. They had left their pieces of Dar at the tree as they always did, but they were still invisible. Something had gone wrong. They dropped the animals they were carrying and raced through the bush to the tree. And this is them being invisible here. What have you done? They asked the Dar in terror. But the Dar did not answer them. The brothers fell to their knees and begged for help. But the Dar only repeated his name over and over. Dar, Dar, Dar. Then the brothers realized what terrible things they had done, and they were ashamed. Tearfully, they made their way home. Oh, and here's them begging the vine to release them from invisibility. Outside, the village elders were waiting. The brothers pleaded for forgiveness, but the elders did not forgive them. From this moment on, you are banished from Uvas, they said. Never again will you live with us. The brothers begged the elders for one more chance. How can we live away from our people, they cried. But the elders turned their backs on them and walked away. So the invisible hunters left their village forever. They wandered up the Coca River as far as the falls at Carizal. As they wandered, they called out to the Dar, begging to become visible again. And there they are wandering around. Some of the Miskito people from the Cocoa River say that the hunters are still wandering after all these years. A few even say that the invisible hunters have passed them in the bush. They know it is true, they say, because they have heard voices calling, dar, dar, dar. And there they are in the leaf. And that story has a good lesson in keeping your promises. So when you promise something to somebody, keep it, because that will earn you trust. And that was I like that a lot. That was a really great story. I've never heard that before. And I'm glad I was able to read it with y'all. And I hope you're having a great day. And with that, I am going to say goodbye and farewell. I hope to see you at the museum soon. My name's Jason Hammond. I am the ASTM manager at the Children's Museum of Houston. Wishing you a very, very nice day, and goodbye for now.